Hello guys, we are back with another AMRAP-7. I know it's been a hot minute since I saw you guys, did another video. Had a few things going on, and sometimes it's hard to get in here without anybody here to do these things. So, Jim's been busy lately. Great problem to have. So, got this question, during our life and longevity class, which if you've got moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, in town in the Chelsea area, and you want to make sure that they are getting some movement in, the high quality functional movements, tell them to check it out. It's a great class. We have a lot of fun, and we laugh way too much. But check it out. It's a great class. But one of the folks in the life and longevity class were asking me, why do we do this stuff? So it kind of begat a few questions and got my mind rolling a little bit, so I wanted to talk to you guys about that. So got 7 minutes on the clock. Let's get the clock rolling, and we'll talk about it. So why is this functional? We do some crazy stuff in here. Like I'm looking at, I don't know if you can read the workout of the day. We've got jerks as our strength, and then we've got a run, then we have front rack lunges, and then we have some push-ups. So I don't even remember what the movement was. I think it was wall balls. Or no, I was doing, instead of snatches, we do med ball from ground to overhead with my life and longevity class. So we were doing that, and one of them, Miss Laura, I believe it was, because she's the one that loves to give me a hard time, asked me, said, what is the purpose of this? And real simply, I looked at her and said, because at some point in time, you're going to have she likes to cook. You're going to have some flour or something that's on the floor where you brought your groceries in, and you've got to put it in a cabinet overhead. So you need to be able to bend over and put it up. It may have been Maggie asking me about, why are we doing burpees? Now, that one's real easy. Because at some point, you're going to fall down and you got to pick yourself up off the floor. So that's what I love about burpees, especially in that life and longevity class. If we can get folks to be able to get down on the floor, full prone position on their stomach, and get back up 4 or 5 times in a minute, then I know if they trip, there's a pretty good chance they're going to be able to get up off the floor and get to somebody that can get the help if they need it. So there's just some very practical things that if you'll think about and apply from the gym and apply it in everyday life, you can really maximize your return on your gym investment. Another good story, Huntley was discussing with some folks, that's my wife, if you don't know her, my better half. She was discussing the fact that she was at a dance competition, an all-day dance competition with my daughter, which is not uncommon in the spring for her to be at an all-day dance competition, especially if I've got some stuff going on here at the gym and I'm not there. Well, they take a cooler, because food downtown's not real cheap, so she takes a cooler, stocks it full of pretty good stuff for Kaylee to eat and snack on throughout the course of the day. Lots of water. So she's got a cooler full of stuff that she's gotten out of the car and taken into the Alabama Theater, and now she's got to get it back into the car. And she looks down, and it's pretty heavy. I mean, she's like, and she's my height, so she realizes she has to get it back in the back end of her SUV. And she's like, well, how am I going to do this? She knows she can deadlift it, but she's like, how am I going to get it high enough to get it into the bed of the truck, into the bed of the SUV? Well, she looks at it, she goes, well, I can clean this thing. Treat it like a D-ball over shoulder. And that's exactly what she did. Got a hold of the handles, gave it a good hip pull, opened those hips up fully, got that big shrug, placed it on the back of the car, rolled it right on in, no problem. Another good example, Rhonda was talking about something the other day, and she had a bunch of stuff that she was carrying in, and the guys were coming out to help. A bunch of ladies were like, I was asked a bunch of guys to help us, and Miss Rhonda was like, I got this. So if you apply cleans, snatches, jerks even, if you got to get something, I was moving a bunch of furniture from a family reunion the other day, had folding tables and folding chairs. Folding chairs, as a matter of fact. So the table, what did I do? I got it on my foot, cleaned it over my head, and then jerked it overhead and carried it around because I didn't want my father-in-law doing it. Folding tables, if you've ever seen anybody walking around with folding tables like this, guess what? You're basically doing a front rack carry. So if you if you can apply what you're doing in the gym to your everyday life, it will make things a lot easier. And we don't just do some of this stuff for stupid human tricks. Now, handstand walks, some of the other stuff we do for stupid human tricks is just kind of fun. But a lot of this stuff does have practicality to it, and that's the whole reason that we do these things in here, and why we feel that a CrossFit methodology is a little bit more superior than breaking it down into bodybuilding. Bodybuilding has its place, don't get me wrong. I'm going to do some bodybuilding stuff here in a few minutes just from an aesthetic standpoint because I want to look good and I want to try to lose, slim down a little bit. That's great, but we really want to have a practical application to it. Bicep curls don't really have a practical application unless you're at a party. But we do want to have some practical application of things so that if we do find ourselves in trouble, that we can run out of it. We can scale a wall, climb up, that's something along those lines. That's where pull-ups and rope climbs and that sort of thing come into play. So we do have practicality. And if you ever wonder, hey, why are we doing this? Why are we doing walking lunges at 50 pounds? Ask your coach. A couple of different reasons, and a couple of different reasons why I like lunges. Number one, you're going to have to walk up steps at some point. So step-ups, lunges, and those sort of things that single leg modality are great for drilling those that stepping movement, especially under load. Because look, we go to Walmart frequently to get from the garage to the kitchen. We have stairs. I don't care which way you go, you're going to have some stairs at my house. We've got to be able to carry those loads up those stairs. So lunges and step-ups are going to be useful for that standpoint. Are they usually 50 pounds in one hand? Probably not, but hey, I don't like making more trips than I have to up the stairs, right? So I load it up and I've got my farmer's carry going to get up those stairs. But in addition to that, these are primal movements that our bodies are made to do and to move around in, and we don't want to neglect any of those primal movements, those different planes that our bodies move through. So we want to make sure that we're always doing those sort of things. So if you're ever wondering why in Chelsea I program this particular workout, ask me. I nerd out on that stuff. I'd love to tell you. If you're at a different gym, ask your coach, hey, why did you program this? Hopefully they've got a good answer, good functional answer as to why they programmed that particular workout during the course of the day. If they don't, hopefully they have a good practical application for what they've programmed and why they've done it, and where they're going with their programming. So we want to make this practical. We want to make this functional. We want to make it applicable outside the gym because that's where it really holds the meat, and that's where you really see value for your time that you do invest in the gym. Hopefully it's fun, so there's that too, but we really want to make sure that when the time comes, you can move large loads, long distances for time, which is what CrossFit's all about. So hopefully this kind of answered some questions, or at least got your mind thinking through things, and you can go ask some more questions and come talk to me. Shoot me a message. Give me ideas for the next 7-minute AMRAP. We'll talk to you later.